So the lantern I'm using on this one is the CL27R by Fenix, not affiliate. So if you click on the link, I don't get anything. I don't ever do affiliate links. I just like to test the gear. And I've got a few head torches by Fenix. This is waterproof. It's not submersible, but if you've got it out in the rain, it's got like a rubberized seal on the USB-C charging port. The battery is replaceable, but it's rechargeable, and it's housed there. Again, there's a rubberized gasket behind it. You've got this one lens on the front. Battery indicators. If you hold that down, you've got like a nice red mode, or it can flash. So that's just for, you know, not impairing your night vision. And then you've got these two dials on the top. It's just to rotate to turn on. And yeah, I'm not going to put it to its brightest because it really is bright, but you can rotate the second dial and it will change the LED from a cool white, you'll see it better in the dark, to a warm white. So it's a nice bit of kit. That can also go into like a spot mode as well, just by single presses of that, or you can go spot and flood. So it's quite versatile. There's a number of different settings. You've got a handle which can rotate all the way around. It's magnetic on the top. You can also see a brass tripod screw fitted on there, so you can magnetize it. You can stick it to metallic objects, or you can sort of lean it that way, as I've been doing on the base of the tent. But that's what we're going to be using to illuminate me as a bit of a fill light. It's a nice bit of kit. I'm always into my lighting. I like to get, I like to get it nice and ambient around camp. And then I've got some more ambient lights, which I'll show you a little bit later on. Right, so I'll just demonstrate how I've got my cookware on this one. I've used the MSR Titan Kettle for many years now. I've got two of them, the original version, and this is the new version. It's 900mm. I think it's very slightly taller than the old one, and this has got some rubberized coating on the handles. Obviously stops it burning, and that was a bit of a, a lot of people did that. They've got some shrink tubing and just put it on themselves, but MSR have actually done this now. And that the famous red handle, which always dropped down and gave that ubiquitous ting every time you were using it. You could never get it to stay upright, and it would always drop down when it came to a rolling boil. So they've got around that, and they've got this nice flexible rubberized handle on the top now. You've got vent hole to allow the steam to escape, so your lid doesn't pop off. And of course a pouring spout there, and on the inside it is marked with volume markings stamped on the inside of the pot. So it actually nests quite well with this MSR 450ml titanium mug, and within that I've also got a very old MSR Pocket Rocket 2. Comes in its own self-contained storage case with a piezo igniter in there as well. So that's quite handy. It all nests nicely together. I always have a bit of a sponge there just for cleaning out the pot after my meal. And like I say, it's got some markings on, which comes in really handy if, like me, you like those dehydrated meals which need a specific amount of water. So I like the way it nests, and the lid sits flush. Whether it stays on, yeah, still got a little bit of friction, but I always, I just take an elastic band just to make sure I don't want the contents coming out in my bag. But yeah, to get all that in there, it's quite good. So that's all my sort of cooking setup in the new titanium 900ml Titan Kettle by MSR. Right, I'm going to get some ambience in the tent with this. It's like a string LED light, magnetized base, so it can be a light like this, various different settings, bright, dim, you name it, but it's got a string of like mini fairy lights. It's by Trekology. Now bear with, now they sent this the other day, just said use it, you'll enjoy it. It's got a little bit of a hook on the end, but there's a string of micro LEDs on this wheel. It's difficult to do one-handed, and it just pulls out. So I'm going to decorate the tent with this. You can see them just on the end there, and then when you want to wind it in, you've just got this wheel like this handle that comes out, and you just wind it back up. But if you don't want the string, you can just keep that in and then use the hook like so, or the magnets, and use it as this kind of light here with this frosted kind of plastic on the front. So it's actually great. I've had a good play around with it. Bit of bulk, not too bad, but hopefully that's going to give a lovely ambience throughout the tent. So I'll get decorating. We'll wait for it to get a little bit more dark, and then we'll see what this is like. So I think these are great. It's obviously not fully dark yet, and there's 10 meters, so it just goes on and on and on. You can see them all, they're all wound around there, but different button presses, does different things. Multicolour, if that's how you like it, and then like a slowly fading multicolour, so they're actually really good. So there's the light. So you've got bright light, even brighter light, off, the LEDs, multicoloured flashing, and then multicoloured like a slow fade, and then just this nice soft white, warm white, very atmospheric, and it doesn't weigh that much, and it also doubles as a power bank. Got a cover there with a USB-A out. A nice bit of kit.